3, 2.
The goal of YJSP is to be the first collegiate rocketry team to send a liquid-fueled rocket to space, which is defined as 100 kilometers, which is known as the Kármán line. So before we thought that we could embark on building a 100-kilometer rocket, you usually like to start small and scale up. So we decided to begin by building a smaller proof-of-concept vehicle, and that is our Subscale mission.
So a lot of people ask us, why is this rocket so different to others? And the reason is we use liquid propellants, which are very challenging to use, but they're the same things that are used in industry like NASA and SpaceX, and we're really training people to use those systems and get familiar with how they work so they can be prepared for industry.
The team is definitely made up of a lot of different majors, a lot of different people, different backgrounds, and it's really great watching everything come together.
It was really, really crazy kind of driving for an hour and a half to get to the desert and seeing the sunrise on the way there. You know, we had to wake up really, really early every single day.
It was a week of pretty much terror. The first problem we had was our LOX valve freezing. And then we had so many different solutions going around that.
I start with a 15-second countdown, and as soon as I say 10, I press the button, and my hands leave the keyboard, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, there are a million different ways this could go wrong.
I have to be ready at a second's notice to press our electronic stop button that will stop the launch sequence. When that happens at around 3 seconds, our igniter goes off. And I have about a 2-second window in which I can press the button to abort the launch if ignition looks like it's not going to happen properly.
So as I was watching it go up the rail, I was first very relieved that the entire thing didn't just immediately blow up. And it just kept going and going and going, and really just exceeded my expectations for how far it was going to go.
We all rushed outside and were celebrating. It was really surreal.
So the original target apogee for the rocket was about 1 to 1.2 kilometers with an upper bound of 1.5 kilometers. And we actually hit our 1.5 kilometer upper bound. The engine was designed for around 850 pounds of thrust. We ended up getting a peak thrust of 900 pounds. So flight performance definitely exceeded our expectation.
Just relieved that everything worked finally. We can get the mission done and now move on to our main mission, our full-scale space shot vehicle.
Seeing those long weekends, those 3 a.m. days, those 20, 30-hour weekends come to fruition, it was a dream come true.